Hello OAS family, we got another video book review for you today, and today we are going to be reviewing The Method of Painting Animals by Li Chi Mao. Now before we get into the inside of the book, the general statistics are as follows. The book is 8¼ inches wide by 11¾ inches high. It has a total of approximately 141 pages, and it has instruction in both Chinese and English. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the book here. So we got a biography on the artist, the opening pages, and you can see here in the table of contents, it details the animals that are covered. So quite a variety here. We've got horse, donkey, mule, cattle, Chinese ox, water buffalo, goat, squirrel, deer, rabbit, cat, dog, and camel. So some iconic Chinese animal subjects here, and also some unusual ones. So let's just see here. This is the first page talking about the horse and the cultural significance of the subject. And then you can see here different ink paintings. You can see the artist has a very distinctive style, and it's quite spontaneous in certain cases here. This is sort of more abstract, spontaneous style painting. And here's the sort of back view of the horse there. And then here he talks about the look of the horse when it is racing. And then the standing posture. Talks more specifically anatomically about the hooves. And then how the hooves are rendered when the horse is racing. And then we have front view of the hooves here. Then the side view of the animal. So more moderate walking, or what they call pacing. And then standing. Some details about the head. Another sort of more spontaneous, more abstract rendering. Here he talks a little bit about how to add detail and how to avoid becoming too tedious with the detail. So that is a good balance to learn to strike. Talked about horse rendered with just lines. A couple different options. And then here's some examples of some older style fine line paintings, include horses. So this is a horse and baby. And then the way the horse looks when it's coming to fodder. Go through here, see some lovely kind of spontaneous. This is a very distinct style. Just really, the book is worth getting just to sort of study his style. Artists that paint like this, they have a really great skill. So it's good to see all these examples. Here's one where he builds it up sequentially. This finished composition here. All of these have wonderful energy and these kind of galloping. And this is here really nice sort of grouping with the horse and rider. here's two horses together in different poses, running. Standing from the back view. Now we're getting into our second animal, which is donkey and mule. So here you can see those distinctive ears. And then here we get into our first sort of paintings featuring color. Now we're getting into cattle. Such a cool style. Pretty loose, but you can definitely tell what the animals are. That's really the goal for this, is to capture the spirit, of the subject. So here's some sort of farmer shots with the cattle. Mother and child. Now we're getting into the ox. We get these line drawings that show these sort of classic, how the animals are rendered with geometric shapes. They're just roughly, boxes and rectangles and things like that. The look of an old bull. This is really great. There's a lot of character in the face there with that painting. See, that silhouette is really lovely. Very simple. And three different postures for Chinese ox. You can see this one, much more detailed style. And then a little sort of more sparse with the line work. And then that one. Now we get into water buffalo, very, very iconic subject. This sort of child riding a water buffalo is like a theme that you see in a lot of classic Chinese paintings. Get like the head-on view of the face. So this is like various front views showing. See that head in multiple different positions there, how they would do the angle. In different positions in profile. This is how you show the age of the animal, talking about how to render the wrinkles. You do the slow walking. Mother and child. What he calls the more expressive style. So not done, again, he says, The paintings are done with the representation, not of the outer form of the animal, but the mental conception born in the mind of the painter. So that is kind of like, by definition, what that Shei style is, which is like depicting the idea of the animal. Now we get into the goat. And here we have a section on squirrel. And then one on deer. You get into some color renderings of deer. We get into rabbit. And cat. Little rat thrown in there for good measure. Like we said before, the artist has such a distinct style. It's good to see very effective abstract artists because, you know, it's not that easy of a thing to do something abstract that still represents the animal. Dog. And then we close with camel. So there we go. That's Method of Painting Animals by Li. And I hope you enjoyed this book review. You can see that the book is very, very nice and has a wonderful style. The artist has a wonderful style and writes in a very effective manner from an instructional standpoint. So if you like this book, make sure you can check it out. More details at our website. The SKU number is Q004 and it's called The Method of Painting Animals. Thank you for watching and make sure you like and subscribe for more content like that. And until next time, happy painting.